And let's see. So yeah, just wanted to focus a little bit on the differentiators. And as I was saying at the beginning of the presentation, this this set of lists or this list of items was 100% customer driven. So what we found when we looked at the market is there was frustration around the way that licensing works for archive vendors. And what I mean by that is customers were frustrated by the contracts, meaning what was governing the licensing. Is it the number of users? Some archive vendors require a one-for-one license for SAP. So if you have 1,000 SAP licenses, you have to have 1,000 archiving licenses. Some vendors charge by the amount of storage or data that you're going to put into the archive. Some vendors only operate as a software as a service, meaning your data is now going to be sitting in their cloud and you're paying a significant amount for ingress and egress for every transaction to be, traveling back and forth over the pipe. And the other thing is you have to, typically do some sort of significant security review because you're using a software as a service and it's sitting in someone else's cloud. You have to go through that kind of security analysis and usually some sort of audit cadence. The other problem is some of the other archiving vendors, there's difficulty in getting your data back out, meaning if it's in a software as a service, there could be an exorbitant fee to actually, if you decide to discontinue use of that software, to take that content and move it back into your domain. So what we did is basically just listened to all of the issues and complaints and addressed all of them. So the reason that we package this as an application appliance and we deploy it into your existing tenant is to eliminate the ingress egress. We also eliminated all data ownership. So you still own your data. This data sits inside of your tenant and it is owned by you. The contract is very clear on that. The other thing is we've eliminated the need for that type of broad security review because, again, we're taking the application appliance and we are putting it into your existing tenant on its own subnet. So because we've created our own VPC and subnet, we actually don't need access to anything else in your network. What we do is we work with you during the implementation to create the integration with SAP, and that's it. So it allows you to continue to keep all of your other applications completely secure and allow us the access to just our VPC and just our application appliance to continue to service it, upgrade it, administer it in accordance with your cadences, but without any of the risk of having access to any other part of your application environment. And then some of the other things that we did that we kind of took this a step further is we said, okay, your data sitting in your cloud, owned by you, reduces the ingress, egress, but it also, we bundled in the API capability so that you can access this content through any other application, and also provide external access to this content if you have those types of use cases. So the Zia difference with the application appliance is really, we wanted to essentially provide you with full control and full control over your future and what you do with this data so that there aren't any of these issues about, okay, I started with 5 terabytes, now I'm at 10 terabytes. It doesn't matter. What we do is license this once. It's for a 3-year subscription. You have the ability to renew at the end of 3 years for an additional 3 years. And there's no, changes contractually. So we just really, really simplified this and tried to streamline it in accordance with what you had asked us to do. Let's see here.